All right, so before I show you and teach you how to fan a deck of cards, I want you to know when you learn how to fan a deck of cards, it's really awesome, and really for like 3 reasons. Number one, it's fun to practice, and when you finally get it down, just the sense of accomplishment is just awesome. Number two, when you fan a deck of cards out and people see you do this, it immediately establishes to them that you don't suck, okay? And this is really important, because if people think you suck, they're not going to want to see any more of your magic. So if you can do this simple sleight, people are like, wow, that's cool. Well, they must be worth watching. And the last thing that's important about learning how to do this is when you do it. Like, I was at a show this last weekend, and I was getting ready backstage, and there were some other people there who were tied to the event, and I'm just kind of going through the cards and making sure that they're in good working order and everything. And I made the fan, and someone saw it, they're like, whoa, wow, what is that? Wow, what do you do? Are you a magician? And it immediately sparked interest in what I was doing. And they came over and they were like, show me a trick. So when you learn how to do an eye-catching flourish like this, it's great because it breaks the ice and it draws people to you, and it makes them want to see your magic. In other words, you don't have to compete and go up to, hey, can I show you a trick? You do this and people start getting magnetized to you. But anyway, those are some points. Let me show you how to do it. Okay, so to fan a deck of cards, basically what you want to do is you want to hold the cards in your hand. And what's happening here is you have a pivot point in the cards. It's almost as if you have like a peg or something drilled through the entire pack, running through, and it's at that point that the cards swivel around, okay? So you want to create that pressure point when you're doing this, okay? Now to do that, what you're going to use is you're going to use your thumb and your first finger as a pressure point where all the cards are going to pivot around. So what you want to do is you want to hold the cards with your thumb and your first finger. Now your hands are going to be a little different than mine. They may be smaller or larger, but you'll have to play around with this. But basically what happens is right here and in the middle of your thumb, you're kind of pinching the cards, okay? And it's through this point where all the cards are going to kind of spin around. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold the cards and kind of pinch there, okay? You're not going to squeeze the whole deck like this because you won't be able to move it, but you're going to try to create like a pivot point here and in the middle here, basically, with this lower part of your finger and kind of like the middle part of your thumb here. Okay, again, play with this. And then what you do is you're going to use your first finger here and you're going to put it on the edge, okay? I kind of like to have the cards beveled a little bit, okay? You can see they're kind of, they're not completely square, they're beveled like that. They're not square, they're beveled, okay? When I start this, I like that angle there because it allows me to kind of spread them a little easier. And then what you do is you take that first finger and you just kind of spread them like that, okay? Again, the cards are squared. You kind of like move them a little bit here so they're kind of like beveled here. You can see that. And then you take your first finger and you just spin them around like that, okay? Now, right now, the pressure point is kind of going through the cards right here, and just play around with it, you'll get it. The other thing is if you hold the cards kind of deeper in your hand and you do this, the fan is going to be kind of small. But if you, shift the cards upward more and do this, the fan will get bigger, okay? So that's another key kind of point to keep in mind. And lastly, what I want to say is, in order to get a really nice fan, it's generally nice if the cards are, new and they're in good condition. If they have like food or peanut butter and jelly or sand or dirt, or people have been shuffling these cards and they've got lots of dirt on their hands, your cards are going to kind of fan like in blocks like that, and they're not going to fan very well. So if that's the case, you need to get a new deck of cards. Also, if it's a new deck of cards but it's really poor quality, they're not going to fan very well. I recommend bicycle cards or B cards, or tally-ho. Just, just a normal deck of cards you can get, at the, drugstore or something are always really good. Anyway, if you have any questions, post me a comment below. I'll see you soon. Hey, it's Marco here, and thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope you learned something. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Share this video with your friends, anybody who's interested in magic. And if you really want to learn some cool tricks, be sure to check out my website, onlinemagicschool.com. Go there and I can teach you some really, really cool tricks. And also, you can download my free ebooks that I can't post here on YouTube. Anyway, thanks for watching this. I'll see you soon.